Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am going to be talking about my 2020 NOBUY. This whole thing was very inspired by Tara from Terrible Decisions. I will link her down below and in the cards over here. So, yeah, so we'll just get into talking about my NOBUY now. So I have a little notebook that I have wrote down like basically all of my like talking points that I want to just go through. So I want to do a NOBUY for the year of 2020. So that means I'm not going to be making any beauty related purchases unless they are replacements. I am allowing myself to do a replacement style NOBUY. So if I run out of a product, say I run out of concealers, I am allowed to repurchase concealer at that point. But I'm only allowed to make replacement purchases if I hit my number or below. So if I have, like for instance, let's just keep going with concealers. I have 4 concealers in my inventory, 2 liquid, 2 powder. If I hit the number that I want to in that category, so if I get below like 2 concealers, 1 liquid, 1 powder, I'm allowed to repurchase at that point. If I don't get under that number, I'm not allowed to repurchase. I will say I am also going to do a budget style. I will do a rolling budget style. So every quarter I'm going to be allowed to use $100 to buy beauty related products. So I really do have to be mindful with my purchases because beauty products can add up. So, I mean, concealer costs anywhere from $7 to $30. And if I am not smart about my choices, I can rack up $100 on like 3 products. So I really need to be mindful on that. The nice thing is I feel like I'm set in a lot of my categories right now, at least for a good chunk of time. So I won't need to make any of these purchases for a good portion of time, but there is going to be a point where I am going to need to buy, or I would like to buy but can't buy certain products. So what do I consider beauty products? I consider beauty products any like body lotions or body washes, skincare, hair care. That doesn't really count shampoo because that's kind of a basic human need, but like if I have styling products, styling tools, also like a hair dryer, curling iron, straightener, all is going to be factored into that. Self tanners, which I'm not really into, so it doesn't really matter. Perfumes, lip balms, teeth whiteners if I use them, and then any makeup. So obviously that's predominantly what my channel is going to be on, is makeup. So I need to curb my consumption and consumerism habits on that. Like I said, I have a quarterly budget of $100. I am doing it kind of rolling style, so if I only use $70, $30 does carry into the next the next quarter. So for Q1 I have 100, Q2 I would then have like 130, if that makes sense. I hope I'm explaining that well enough. Kind of some of the things that I want to get out of this NOBUY is going to be, I want to get out of the mindset that I need every release. For instance, a lot of the Anastasia palettes, when they released only 1 or 2 a year, I had this strong urge to want to buy all of them. Did I? No, but I definitely had this like voice in the back of my head that wanted to purchase all of them, just dish out the money and get them. With their recent craziness that they had with like releasing 1,200 palettes at once, that definitely made me take a step back and realize, wow, my consumption habits are insane if I would think that I would actually want to purchase all of those. So I want to get out of the mindset that I want every release. Juvia's Place is another one that I typically want almost every release that they have. I want to get enjoyment out of products that I have. I'm doing the roulette style eyeshadow, pan those eyeshadows like roulette style thing, and I did this look today using a lot of them, and I'm actually really enjoying like stepping out of my comfort zone and using things that I don't or wouldn't have necessarily paired together. So a lot of these shades, I mean, I have a ton of tones that I wouldn't wear. It's the very tail end of December right now, and I definitely would not rock a bright orange eye look normally, but I really like how this turned out, and I'm really pleased with my makeup today. So I want to get enjoyment out of what I have. That includes a lot of my products. So there's products in my collection that I savor and I don't use because I want to save them for a special occasion, and they're like, oh, I don't want this to ever go away from my collection, so I'm just going to hold on to it forever, which is ridiculous because products go bad. So this like Estee Lauder foundation is one of them, for instance. My fiance was so wonderful and bought this for me a couple years ago because I wanted it so bad, and then I never used it. I used it maybe 10 times and I stopped using it because I didn't want it to leave my collection, which is a dumb reason. Like, I need to use products. If I spent the money, or if he spent the money on them for me, I need to use them. I can't just let them sit around forever. Like, I need to use my crap up. So that's just an example. I want to save more money. We're going to be getting married. I need to pay for a wedding. I want to buy a house within the next couple years. We're locked into another year in this apartment, which is a beautiful apartment, don't get me wrong, but we really want to buy a house. Like, that's a big goal of ours, and we love to travel and vacation and go out of country, and those things are expensive, and I want to be able to afford those kinds of things and just afford a lot more in our life. And then I want to curb my emotional spending habits. So I am someone that typically, if I am feeling upset or disheartened or just really let down, I will typically turn to shopping as a coping mechanism. And it's not anything other than makeup. I really don't buy clothes. I don't buy shoes. I buy makeup. So I want to eliminate that. For instance, I was supposed to go with my parents to Florida a couple months ago, and the hurricane, I don't even know which one it was. It was not even that bad of a hurricane, but we like ended up skipping it because of it, and I was so bummed out because of it that I ended up just shopping, and I bought a new eyeshadow palette, or 2 new eyeshadow palettes, and then some skincare. And the eyeshadow palettes I don't even think I really used. I maybe have used them twice. Did I need them? No. Did I just kind of impulse buy them because I felt the need to fill a void of something that I was upset about? Yes. And those are the kinds of things that I want to not do, or at least pay attention to and kind of understand a little bit more and find healthier ways of coping with that. So I don't know what that's going to be yet, but that's definitely something that I want to do with a NOBUY this year. I want to use the stuff I have. All my collection is in that Alex 9 drawer. I want to use all of my stuff up, or not all of it obviously, but I want to use a good portion of it up and then kind of revisit like where I am. Maybe my mindset will change. Maybe I'll slip up. You never know. So I also want to mention, and I think it's important to note, that if for some reason I get a gift card, or I do what's it called? I do like that Shopkick, and I get a gift card from just doing the stupid scanning thing when you're shopping, like for groceries or whatever, and I get a gift card that way. I can use that gift card and not count towards my budget. My birthday happens to be in the last quarter of the year. It's in November, so it's already came and went this year in 2019 when I'm filming this. So I'm not foreseeing that I'll get a gift card, but if I do happen to get one, for whatever reason, I don't need to feel like I can't use it this year. I will let myself buy something fun with a gift card, or if I get my Shopkick kind of bonuses, and I do use it for like Sephora and Ulta gift cards. So if I'm smart and do something like that, I feel like I could purchase something like in a category that I don't necessarily need to buy more product in, but I want to. So that's it. I also, this was actually very important. This is like a rule that I'm putting on myself. I don't know if any other person does this, but I need to have an item. I have a wish list on my Instagram of like products that I want, and it's just like a saved little list that I have. So I need to have an item that's on my wish list for 3 months. I have to have it on my wish list for 3 months in order for me to make those like fun purchases. I don't want to get into the mindset where I'm like, oh, well, I have this, I can just buy this now and it was released 2 days ago and I need it like now. I want to sit and like think about these purchases that I make and make a smart decision that way. So I have a wish list and on my Instagram, and so I have the Makeup Revolution Putty Primer, and that's been on there for 15 weeks, which is well over, well, it's like a little over 3 months. There's just different products that I have on here that I would like, but like for instance, this, like these are Blush Tribe, just like neon pigments. They've only been on my wish list for 9 weeks, so that's not for 3 months time. So I wouldn't be able to purchase like a fun item like that. So I just want to kind of make that known. Skincare, like cleansers and stuff, I feel like I make pretty good decisions with them. If I want to try a new one, I'm not going to force myself to have that on a wish list to try it. It's skincare. I will use it up, and if I don't use it for my face, I can use it on my body somehow. So I won't really focus on the wish list thing for skincare, but for makeup, it has to be on my wish list for 3 months. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm telling you, Lolo, you're doing it that way. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if this video seemed a bit rambly, but I really appreciate you guys sticking around, watching this video. Give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you are doing a no buy yourself or a low buy. Like, it doesn't have to be just a no buyer. So let me know what your goals in 2020 are. Yeah, I will talk to you later. Bye.